Before we start with today's lockdown commuter, just want to dedicate this blog to a friend that's passed away, and it has shocked me really, because I didn't know until I saw this yesterday, and it really shocked me. But I had a friend who called Lee Rogers, and sadly he's passed away. He was a rail enthusiast, and I met him a couple of times, and he's a very nice bloke he was. So this lockdown community is dedicated to you, Lee Rogers. Rest in peace, mate. But unfortunately the show has to go on. So hello there, this is Simon Trains, or some people like call me Simon Trains. I'm at Rugeley Town Railway Station and I'm a rail enthusiast. But unfortunately while we're in this lockdown in the UK, I can't do what I love. So the best thing that I can do is while I'm making an essential journey to work, because I'm a key worker, I can do my activities while I'm commuting to work, because it does not say you can and can't do that. So I welcome you to Lockdown Commuter. So first of all, I'm not wearing a face covering. That's because I've got a face exemption card on me, so I'm exempt from wearing a face covering. Secondly, I'm now on the 0726 West Midlands Railway service, which will take me to Rugeley Trent Valley Railway Station. It's only 1 mile 25 chain, to be honest. But instead of telling you what I'm doing today, this is the plan, and hopefully Matt's going to show up now, of what I'll be travelling to today, because I only travel to Stafford. And then after this map's shown, I'll meet you getting off at Rugeley Trent Valley Railway Station. So our journey starts at Rugeley Town Station this morning on the 0726 West Midlands Railway service to Rugeley Trent Valley. At Rugeley Trent Valley we've got about a good 40 odd minutes to wait before the 0809 arrives to take us to Stafford. And the 0809 takes us through Colwich, Little Haywood, Milford and Brockton, and then on to Stafford Railway Station. We arrive at Stafford at 0818, and then I leave the train at Stafford and the train carries on to Crewe. Oh, that's why. Right door. So now I made it to Rugeley Trent Valley Railway Station, and it is chucking down with rain at the moment. So today's vlog might be a wet one. But we are waiting for the 0809 London North Western Railway service, which will take me to Stafford, which carries on to Crewe. But during this meantime at Rugeley Trent Valley, I've got this like 40 minutes wait. And I am filming some freight trains, because I can hear a Class 70 about to come round the corner now. So I'm going to go down the bottom and film this Class 70 coming through. It better be a 70, it's just coming around the corner now. So I'm going to turn the camera around. It might be a bit wet on the lens, which I do apologise. And here comes this Class 70. So apologies about that, but the Class 70 interrupted this vlog, and you can just see that there was a raindrop on the lens. It just shows how raining it is today. But the good thing is though, I mentioned that I'm catching the 0809 London North Western Railway service to Stafford, because the trains have been reinstated on the Trent Valley line. They have sorted the landslip at Hillmorton Junction, which is just south of Rugby. Now it was scheduled to be reopened on the 15th of February, but during filming last week's vlog, I did see that it was going to be reopened on the 12th of February, and that's exactly what happened. It reopened on the 12th of February, so trains between Crewe and London Euston were running again on the 12th of February. So I'm going to see what else we're going to film through here. Might get a few passenger trains, a few freight trains before I catch that train to Stafford. There is one interesting thing I've noticed while I've been filming these lockdown commuter blogs, and that is where the stand clear announcement at Rouge Trent Valley has gone. Because when I started filming in 2010, filming the trains here, there was no stand clear announcements. A couple of years ago, they did put stand clear announcements at Rouge Trent Valley railway station. Stand clear, fast train approaching on the slow lines on platform 1 and 2 and 3. But that stand clear announcement has not been played why trains pass through Rouge Trent Valley while I've been here during the third lockdown. So I don't know what happened to the stand clear announcement, but unfortunately the stand clear announcement has not been played while trains have been passing through the station. That is an interesting thing why they're not doing that, but we just don't know. The rain has stopped. It's not raining at the moment, so hopefully this evening's commute is not raining as well. So I'm at Stafford railway station, but we have filmed a cheeky footage of the 350-0 that I came off on, leaving the station to go to Crewe. I've come to the car park at Stafford railway station. This is a local tip during the lockdown, is that you can film trains from this car park you find, because you can't really film the trains on the platform because they are private property. And if you go filming train after train after train, you probably get asked to leave, to be honest, because it is technically a lockdown. This is why I'm only doing it, because I can do it while I'm commuting to work and commuting back from work. If I came up here on the day off, no chance. So, filming a couple of trains in the car park before I head to work, but I'll go by the town centre today to show you the town centre at Stafford before I head to where I work. So I'm now on the banks of the River Sal, and when I'm at the banks of the River Sal, it only means one thing. Right behind me is where I actually work in Asda, which is just right behind me. Well, it was built right behind me, but it's not now. So it is about time to end the morning commute. It has really been a good morning commute, apart from the rain obviously, but at least we got to Stafford this time by train and not by bus. So subscribe to G Loves Trains. Who said that then? But anyway, I'm going to leave you now. I'll see you in a few minutes for the evening commute. But yeah, I'm going to be at work for 6 hours now, so I'll see you in a bit. I'm going to wipe the camera lens now, and I'll see you for the evening commute. And we're back. No, not quite, back at the town mill, not at the railway station. Hang on a second. Back at Stafford railway station now, but I won't be going on the platform because the 1655 to London Euston has been cancelled. So I won't be making the evening commute by train. Instead, I'm going to have to go to Earl Street in Stafford to catch a bus back to Brereton. So unfortunately, the return journey is going to be by bus. So the evening commute is going to be by bus. I'm going to head off now to catch it. Where I'm at now is Earl Street in Stafford. Now right behind me used to be Stafford College. Well, it's not there anymore, it's been demolished. But we're here now to catch the 1653 826 Chase Liner bus, not Arriva anymore, to Brereton. And then when I get back to Brereton, I'll be walking home from Brereton. Unfortunately, that's had to do it because there's no train. Behind me is the main road Brereton. I'm in Brereton now. Unfortunately, the 1655 to London Euston was cancelled due to staff shortage. So I had to get the 1653 826 off Earl Street in Stafford to here, which used to be Ford Industrial Estate, but it's now Brereton Buckmaster Way. The bus stop is. So what I'm going to do now, I'm actually going to leave it for a bit. I'm not going to sunrise it up now, because I'm going to sunrise it up about just under a week's time in the shed, so I can give you an update on what we can do from the 8th of March. Because hopefully the lockdown should be easing soon. So I'm going to do a bit of this now, and I'll see you in my shed at St James's Street. And just like that, we're in my garden shed, which is where my model railway layout is. This is St James's Street. Now, if you do want to subscribe to the Model Railway channel, it will be listed up here right now. But I'm not here to talk about model railways, I'm here to talk about today's commute, and there will be an update at the end of how this channel is going to be progressing throughout March and into April. So first things first, let's talk about the commute, because it was an interesting commute indeed. Now, we did get the 726 off Rouge Town railway station, brilliant. Had about 40 minutes at Rouge Trent Valley railway station, brilliant. We did get some freight trains as well, which was brilliant. Got the 0809 off Rouge Trent Valley, which took me to Stafford, brilliant indeed. So the morning commute was absolutely brilliant indeed. I can't fault anything on the morning commute, to be honest. But the evening commute though, it did not go so well because I mentioned in the last blog, hopefully we could get back on the trains for the lockdown commuter. And we did, because we travelled by train in the morning. But then we had to travel by bus in the evening commute because they cancelled the 16:55 to London Euston at Stafford railway station due to a staff shortage. Now, the train crews, they start at Crewe. And I think they go as far as Milton Keynes Central. They have a crew change at Milton Keynes Central. I think sometimes Rugby as well. But I think it's more Milton Keynes Central. Then the crew from Milton Keynes take it down to London Euston. And there was no crew available, which is fair enough, and they had to cancel it. What you saw was the backup plans that I do. If I can't get the train, I have to get the bus. So I got the bus back to where I roughly live in Brighton, but it's about 5 minutes from my house from the bus stop. And the only disadvantage is if I catch a train back, I've got to walk it back 10 minutes from Rugeley Town railway station to roughly where I live here. So there is a difference between the bus and the trains of getting back home from walking from the bus stop or the train station. And that was it really. That was basically the commute for the lockdown commuter. Now, there is going to be a channel update to this channel as I mentioned. So, I have filmed this after the roadmap has been published. And I can tell you now that up to the 7th of March there will be a lockdown commuter. There will be 1 or 2 being filmed. And then on the 8th of March, when restrictions will get lifted, I could do the walking journeys. I won't be able to travel on the trains, not essentially yet. So Simon Trains walking journeys will be returning for about a month or so. Month and a half. But it won't be all going to Rugeley Trent Valley Railway Station. I do actually have some things in plan that I want to do. So we will be doing some walking journeys. They will be railway related as well, of course. So the Simon Trains walking journeys shall be returning. And then the 29th of March, more restrictions will get lifted, but you won't see these till April. But hopefully, if everything goes to plan, Simon Trains railway journeys or Simon Trains rail journeys shall return to the YouTube channel. So that is basically the update that I can give you for now, but it depends if everything goes to plan or not. So fingers crossed it will go to plan, but we just have to wait and see as it progresses. If I have to put the railway journeys back, I will update you in a future video. So before I end this, I do actually want to say one thing as well, because as I mentioned at the start of the video, this video was dedicated to a friend who I recently lost, I'm afraid. And he was a nice guy indeed, and his name was Lee Rogers. He was a rail enthusiast and he did love his trains indeed, so do I. But he really loved his trains. He actually even wrote them down on a piece of paper, the numbers, and it was a very sad loss indeed when I heard about it, and I just gotta say rest in peace, Lee. And that's why I put that thing at the beginning, because I want to remember him my way, and that's what I did. So at the end of this video, when the credits roll, there will be no music indeed. It will be dead silence. But it is about time to end this now. So if you want to see the lockdown commuter, the walking journeys and the railway journeys, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. And if you do hit that subscribe button, please stick the notification bell on, because you will get notified when a video goes up. If you want to leave a comment, feel free to do so. I do read all your comments and I do respond to them. I'm looking forward to hearing your comments down below. And feel free to give this a thumbs up as well, give this a like. So I have been Simon Trains, or some people like call me Simon Trains. Thank you for watching. Please stay safe. And I'll see you for the next lockdown commuter very soon. Thank you for watching.